Curtis Stevens, my man.
Yep.
All right, so from a scale of 1 to 10, because I know you were picking Canelo to win the fight against Bivol, how shocked were you when Bivol actually picked up the win?
Well, I seen the fight, so I wasn't actually shocked that he won when I seen the fight. But where I believe where we fucked up at, as a boxer and as a boxing fan, Canelo was fighting a fucking real live light heavyweight. We see Canelo be great and knock out Kovalev, Billy Joe, 60 to 75. We done seen him, 54 to 75. We done seen him do some great shit. But in instance, we forget that he was fighting a real live fucking light heavyweight. Like, you know what I'm saying? And Bivol was taking the shots. Like, you know what I'm saying? Truly.
What to you, if you could talk to Canelo right now,
Yeah.
what's probably the one thing you would tell him, hey, I think you should do this in order to improve next time?
Oh, I think he would use, in my belief, he should have used the jab more and box. Because Canelo could box too. But for some reason, Canelo gave his game plan up before the fight even started. He already said, I'm coming in there and tried to take it to him. And that's what he did. Came in there, he wasn't throwing no jabs, as you can see. He was throwing straight only hooks and right hands to the arm. Like, you know what I mean? I believe if he'd have boxed him a little more, he'd have opened them up, because then Bivol would have had to open up to come to him.
Now, immediately after the fight, Canelo and Reynoso's fight, Reynoso's trainer said that they want the rematch immediately.
Yeah.
So, do you see it playing out differently, or do you see it mostly the same?
Yeah, because Eddie and Canelo and them, they're gonna go back and they're gonna watch that tape step by step from round 1 to round 12. I don't know how many times they're gonna watch it, but they're gonna watch it and break that shit down to really find out where Canelo fucked up and why did they lose. And I believe in my mind the second time is going to be a different story.
Canelo did also admit that the weight could have played a little bit of a part.
Yeah.
He said that he felt a little bit fatigued toward like the later rounds. So how much of a factor did you believe that was?
Probably a good significant, because as you can see, Canelo looked good, but at the same time he's fighting 75. To me, he looked a little fat, because when he fought Kovalev, he was in shape, but you could still see his cuts. When he fought Bivol just now, you saw cuts, but you saw fatness too at that. Like, you know what I mean? He looked a little, I ain't gonna say he was out of shape, but he didn't look as when he fought Kovalev for 75.
Gotcha. Now, focusing on Bivol, what exactly did he do as opposed to guys like Billy Joe, Callum Smith, and everybody else that tried to beat Canelo and didn't? Guys like Daniel Jacobs, guys he's really close friends with. What did Bivol do that they couldn't do? Or was it just the size difference you feel?
It was a size difference. Size difference, because no, you know, it was a size difference. But Bivol is an excellent boxer. He's an excellent fucking technician. What the hell? You saw he kept his hands up. He knew when to get close, when to not get close, when to open up, when to not open up. We barely saw Canelo even hurt him. So only good shots we saw Canelo catch it with, I believe, was 2 uppercuts. And that's because I believe he fucking stayed there. Other than that, we wouldn't have saw Bivol get hit really with no clean shots.
Now, a lot of people are saying that they don't really want to see Canelo stay at 175 and take that rematch. They would rather him go back down to 168. In your opinion, do you want to see him drop back down, or do you think he can compete at 175 with guys like Bivol and Beterbiev?
Them niggas big. Beterbiev for my man Marky, right? Yeah, them niggas big. Them niggas real live. I'm not saying Kovalev wasn't real live light heavyweight, but goddamn, them motherfuckers are coming from, man, them some Kovalev is a light heavyweight, but he is slim. You know what I mean? Compact. Them other little motherfuckers like little bulldogs, little pit bulls. Like, they real compact.
So do you think at that point Canelo can't compete with guys at 75? He should drop back down to 68, or you think he can at 75 compete?
Beterbiev for Marky. Yeah, he probably can knock out Beterbiev, because Marky almost had him out. If Marky was stuck to the game plan, Marky could finish him off. But me personally, I would love to see him. Oh, well, he already created history by beating Kovalev, so it's over.
But Canelo did also say that before the fight, he wanted to be undisputed at 175. And in order to do that, you've got to beat Bivol, and then you got to beat Beterbiev.
Well, we already at a fucking -1. The fuck? Shit. No, we 1-1, because he lost the title. No, Beterbiev. So what happened to Kovalev title?
Canelo had it when he beat him in 2019, but then he vacated the
Oh,
title.
okay. Oh, so he wasn't. He didn't have shit.
Pretty much it.
Man, go back to 68, man. Like I said, he could try it one more time if he want to. But it's for the this for money now. He already made legacy, so now he really just fighting for fucking money.
So
You know what I'm saying?
But in your honest opinion,
Yeah.
do you think he can compete at 175, or do you think it's just a little bit too much weight for him?
You know, we're in boxing where certain fights make certain styles. Like I said, Bivol, that's a big 75. So we saw that he couldn't really fight them big 75s. Now, if you get in there with a lighter 75, would it be different? Most likely, yes. But now a real compact, and Bivol is an excellent boxer. You know what? I believe that wasn't even a problem. The natural 75. Bivol just was had great ring etiquette. He knew when to engage, knew when not to engage. So he knew when to engage with Canelo when Canelo wasn't going to throw. So Canelo on rope Canelo wasn't even fucking slipping the shots really. He got caught mad at them shits.
You know, you said that Canelo wasn't really using his jab. You know, he's been getting so many knockouts lately. Do you feel like he kind of got enamored with his power? Like, damn, I've been knocking everybody out. I'm just going to go in there just talking to knock this guy's head off.
Yeah, in his mind, that as an athlete and as a fighter myself, if I'm moving from 54 coming up and I'm doing damage to these motherfuckers, his mind like, oh yeah, I'm really fucking super strong. So in his mind, you thinking, hey, I'm just gonna knock these motherfuckers out. That's why he went in there and fought him like that. He couldn't do it.
Now, since Canelo did lose, it kind of messes up the plans because he was supposed to fight Triple G in September. Now he could end up rematching Bivol. First off, do you see Canelo getting that win? And secondly, who do you want to see Triple G fight now since the Canelo fight seems to be off the table?
Well, I don't believe Canelo fight is off the table.
For Triple G?
You know, it's not off the table because we want to see a third. It's a draw, right? Draw first time, right? If I'm correct?
Yeah, draw.
Draw first time, second time, Nello. So we need a third fight. What's gonna happen is he gonna fight Bivol in September. We don't know how that's gonna turn out. Then where he fight again?
Well, he was supposedly be fighting in December.
He fight two times a year or three?
3 times. He'll be fighting in December in London, supposedly.
Yeah, so he gonna do September, then he gonna come back in November or December. And we don't know who yet.
So, are you saying that Canelo would win the rematch with Bivol? If you had to put your money down on it, would you take Bivol or would you take Canelo, seeing what you just saw in that first fight?
From what I seen in the first fight, you know, I didn't. I love Nello. I'm going back with my man Nello because I can't be wishy-washy just because my man lost. I can't do that bullshit. Because Bivol fought an excellent fight. Canelo ain't do nothing wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? He ain't close the gap that much because he was moving. He had to close the gap, use the jab. Then he probably would have chopped him down more. He ain't use the jab. I believe he was just going there trying to knock him out too much. Looking for them power shots.
You know, now I'd love to get your opinion because it was recently revealed that Canelo was offered Spence at 164 pounds. And, you know, Spence obviously fights at 147, but they were saying, hey, you know, if you decide to sign with the PBC, you could either fight Charlo at 168, or we'll give you David Benavidez at 168, or Spence at 164. Do you feel that that weight is a little bit too much for Spence, or do you think Spence right now can compete with Canelo?
Spence and Canelo? Spence?
At 164.
Spence, my man. Yeah. Spence compete with him. Yeah, Spence, my man. So he's like, Canelo and Spence, my man. So I'm not going to, I can't trash my man Spence. Yeah. He's an excellent fucking technician.
But who would you pick to win that fight?
Oh, I'm a fan like you, champ. I'm just there watching the fight.